the baby steps are annoying, but at least they have a space for us. What we need to do is create a larger space for that. And I think we need more diverse writers in these comic books, right? That can see, hey, maybe Amanda Waller is falling into the stereotype mammy role, and there should be something to be talked about there, or maybe she should be switched up a little bit. Even the Suicide Squad Viola Davis iteration falls into the matriarch stereotype, right? So there needs to be more characterization, and I think that just speaks to maybe the one color behind comic writers right now, and just the lack of voices there, right? I don't know if you guys want to jump in and say more.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the baby steps are nice and all to kind of get our foot in the door, right? But I mean, how many times do we need the kind of token gay best friend on TV shows before we get gay representation in TV shows, right? I mean, we kind of see this narrative play out over and over of these characters who get tokenism, they have tokenism, they are pushed to the side, they are there for comic relief, or just to kind of be tongue-in-cheek. I mean, Jack on Will and Grace, right? He's just there so we'll laugh and he's hilarious, but that's all he's really there for.
I think complacency is really easy to fall into. Absolutely. And I think we have to keep saying, this is not enough. We need more diversity. And that's just like a buzzword now, right? Diversity, diversity, diversity. But it's true. We need more voices in the conversation besides just your stalwarts in the comic industry. And we know who the stalwarts are. We all read and buy their comic books, but it's important to have new voices that have something to say, that can treat someone like a Black Iris West on The Flash and treat her with, with some Black history, with some, reference, right? Can't just change these supporting characters into different colors and expect audiences to be okay.
Yeah, and I just say the same for sexuality as well. I mean, we have Iceman who's been rebranded, we have these characters that get rebranded as LGBTQ, and it's, for me anyways, it feels very inauthentic, right? You get this character that's been straight, white, cisgendered for how many years, and then all of a sudden they're gay, and you're just supposed to eat it up and accept it, and part of me wants to support it, but then part of me is like, but can I have someone original or new, or just actual representation? Okay.
I have a question for Brenda. When you were talking about the pan-Latin Americanness of America, do you think that character would have been better served, or the story would have been better served, if they had focused on a specific Latin American identity and potentially used maybe other characters to introduce the diversity that you see within Latinx community?
So I want to say yes, because yes. Yeah, I actually think that the writer could have used her own cultural background to effectively inform this this character, and I think that would have come across as a lot more authentic. And she might have not been as annoying as I found her, but that was just me. I really wanted to like her, I really did. But of course, I'm starved for Latinx representation. So when I read her, she did come across as inauthentic for those reasons. And so I do think maybe if she had been from the Caribbean or from Central America, please somebody write a Central American superhero, or from South America, right? Like, these things matter, right? Because our cultural legacies or our cultural backgrounds inform who we are, right? Coming from the Caribbean is different than coming from Mexico or El Salvador or Colombia, right? Those experiences are important to talk about, and I think because she wanted to be this catch-all Latina, she came across as just a cartoon character. And I understand that these are superhero stories, and there's a certain suspension of belief that we're expected to kind of play with, but that doesn't mean that we shouldn't have our stories told, right? And so I think, yes, definitely, she should have been a little bit more. I mean, I'm still for the intersectional superhero, but I want her to be done well and authentically, and definitely call a shout out to Selena every now and again.
And I'd like to follow up with that. I too read The American. I really, really wanted to like it. And I think that the thing here is where you're talking about these kind of steps of representation and what's enough. And I think what's unfortunate for this particular character is that there's no way that they would have done that to an African American character or a Black character. They would not have introduced a Black character and made that character represent all Blackness at all. And I think that's unfortunate. That's kind of one of the flaws in it, that you didn't apply those rules to this particular character. And so I think it's unfortunate, and I think that it can be done when you look at, is it Miss Marvel? Kamala? Yeah, when you saw, it can be done well. Miss Marvel and Moon Girl or something like that. You can take, it can happen. It was just, I think, so much, it seems as though that particular novel was so, people were counting so much on it that they just felt like maybe we won't get another chance and we're just gonna throw everything in it. And by doing all of that, it didn't say a lot. And I think it got away from things that we like, the superhero aspect of it, right? The origin story of a character that develops. And again, I think that if we were talking about any other ethnicity, but particularly when you're talking about Black people and African, they would never have made that character from all of these to represent all of the entirety of a continent, plus everybody in America and the Caribbean and South America, right? Because that's huge, and I think that that's part of the disservice that they did to it.
Right? It's reductive in a way that it's easy to be offended and insulted because it reduces us to, oh, everybody south of the border comes from the same place, and we're not. We're really diverse. We don't all agree. We don't always get along, but our stories are different, and in that difference, I think there's a beauty that we need to tell, and that might only happen if we have true diversity. And I agree. I was a little hard on Rivera, I'll admit. I don't blame her. I do get the feeling that she might have felt like this was the only time that we're gonna get a Latinx character, so I have to put it all in there. And so, but you know, in its execution, I don't think it was very well done.
Yeah, and for me, I think too, one of the things that really stood out for me for America is, as Americans, right, we have this kind of common conception that all of Latin America is the same place. Right? I mean, I remember just being a child in 3rd grade and asking my El Salvadorian friend where in Mexico that was, right? And getting the dirtiest look, right? Because that was my that was my knowledge of Latin America, right?
I just want you to know that this side of the table is a little funny.
Right, but that speaks to, so what Gabby Rivera is doing though kind of speaks to that blending and not knowing, right? It's, I can't pin where America's from, so she's all of it, which furthers that not good narrative.
Yeah, it's that compromise that she made in that narrative, right? Is that she decided to conflate all Latin culture into one super powerful being and then do a very terrible job at it. I think that's was so disappointing when we all read this graphic
We're in a
novel.
comics book club together, by the way.
We've all read each